This woman is the most popular young actress, Xena. People in the entertainment industry know that there is a super powerful gold master behind Xena, but most people don't know who this gold master is. Since playing with Shoud, Xena's resources in the entertainment industry are so good that all actors are envious to death. Other actresses, with good resources, usually have the opportunity to appear in some larger movies and TV series every 3 to 5. Those actresses with good resources can make an annual drama by a well-known director every year. Actresses like Xena with extremely good resources generally don't have to do anything. The sponsor behind her will spend money to invite the best director, the hottest actor, and the hottest supporting role to play around her. A scene completely tailored for her alone. Others can burn incense and worship Buddha in a drama with an investment of hundreds of millions, thanking God. And it was Shoud who directly took several $100 million, and invited a bunch of big names in the entertainment industry to come and serve her. Mixing in the entertainment industry in this way can be said to be earth-shattering. It is precisely because of Shoud's energy in the entertainment circle that Xena is obedient to him. No matter where she is or what she is doing, as long as Shoud makes a call, she will fly to accompany him no matter how far away, and take care of this super gold master. Shoud's assistant directly invited Xena into the elevator, and then used the elevator administrator's key to adjust the elevator to the state of manual control, and directly let the elevator go to the top floor. As long as the manual state is adjusted inside the elevator, it will be useless for anyone outside to press the elevator on any floor, and the elevator will not stop. Within dozens of seconds, the elevator came to the top floor of the hotel. As soon as the elevator door opened, the assistant could not wait to step forward and respectfully said, "Miss Xena, please come with me." Xena also hurriedly followed. While walking quickly, she raised her wrist and looked at the limited edition Richard Mille worth tens of millions on her wrist. At this time, there are still about 40 seconds before the 10-minute deadline Shoud gave. Xena breathed a sigh of relief, and 40 seconds was enough to go to Shoud's room. Although even if she is late for a few minutes, he might not be angry, but Xena still did not dare to let him have any dissatisfaction with her. She knew that serving Shoud well was the most important thing for her right now. When she came to the entrance of the presidential suite, the assistant pressed the doorbell and whispered, "Boss, Miss is here." There was no response from the room. The assistant rang the doorbell again, but there was still no movement in the room. He turned around and said to Xena, "The boss may be taking a bath, wait a minute, I will press it again." Xena hurriedly said, "Let me call him." After speaking, she immediately took out her cell phone and called Shoud. Soon, the phone ringing was faintly heard in the room, but not only did Shoud not answer the phone, there was no other sound in the room. The assistant's expression froze for a while, and he blurted out nervously, "Sorry. It's probably something wrong. Something happened. What happened?" When Xena heard this, she was shocked. The assistant hurriedly said, "I don't know exactly what happened, please wait a moment." After that, he immediately took out his cell phone, made a call, and said in a low voice, "Here, you come soon, the boss may have something wrong." 5 seconds later, the doors of several rooms near the elevator entrance opened almost at the same time. A gray-haired old man in a tang suit took the lead and ran over quickly. Behind, more than a dozen men with extraordinary auras followed closely. Everyone's expression was solemn, and there was a little panic that was hard to conceal. Everyone hurried to the door of the presidential suite, headed by the white-haired old man hurriedly asked, "What's the matter?" The assistant said in a panic, "The boss didn't respond when I rang the doorbell, and no one answered the call, but the phone kept ringing inside." One of them asked, "The last time you saw boss, what was the boss doing?" The assistant hurriedly said, "The boss said he was going to take a bath." The man asked again, "Could it be that the boss fell asleep while taking a bath?" The assistant shook his head. "I don't know too well, but based on my understanding of the boss, he probably won't." there are some things the assistant can't say too clearly. For example, he knew very well that Shoud liked Xena very much. Every time Xena came to see him quietly, he would wait very excitedly for Xena to appear. Sometimes, in order to find a better state, he even arranges for himself to prepare some drugs to help. So, for that reason, he should not fall asleep at this time. At this time, the gray-haired old man said solemnly, "Even if the boss falls asleep in the bath, it is easy to have an accident without staring at it. Let's break in." The assistant also nodded quickly. Want to know what happened to Shoud? Breaking the door is the only way. So, he immediately said to the old man, "Harvey, you decide everything." Old Harvey nodded, and when he was about to sink the inner strength of his body to his right leg, he kicked out suddenly, and the double door made of pure copper was kicked open. Immediately, he took the lead and rushed in. Shoud's presidential suite is very large, with an area of more than 400 square meters, and even has its own indoor swimming pool, which can be said to be extremely luxurious. Therefore, a bunch of people rushed in, struggling to find every corner, and then everyone met and came to a conclusion that shocked them. Shoud is missing. What, not missing? The world is, he has evaporated. Harvey, who was originally very immortal, is now panicking to death. His face is covered with wrinkles caused by tension. As he paced back and forth in the living room, he said eagerly, What the hell is going on? We have been paying attention to the elevator entrance and stairway, and we can be sure that the boss never left at all, and we didn't hear any unusual movement. Why did the boss disappear?" The assistant blurted out and asked, "Elder Harvey, do you want to send someone to look downstairs? Can he accidentally fall down?" Hearing this, Harvey immediately rushed to the balcony, leaned on the luxurious railing and looked down. While watching, he said, "There is nothing unusual below, it must not be a fall." Someone couldn't help but muttered, "He didn't go down, and he's not in the room. Has he gone up?" Up. Hearing this, old Harvey frowned and said, "Upstairs is the rooftop, and you can't get up from the room. It's even more impossible. Can he just fly away?" This is too weird," someone said in a flustered manner. "Even if you fart, it will leave a little smell. How could a big living person suddenly say that he disappeared?" Disappeared? After reading around, the assistant said, "The boss's clothes are still there, and the bathrobe is missing. If he left quietly, he would at least change into his clothes. Could he be kidnapped?"